This thing on? I think this thing's on. Welcome, everybody, to another Georgia Archery podcast. I'm your host, Big John Chandler. And this is where we talk about anything and everything to do with archery in the state of Georgia and Georgia archers, wherever they may shoot. So, did you shoot this weekend? Let me know in the comments. I saw several pictures from this past weekend. Because there were several things going on, and I did get to see a lot of folks shooting. The weather turned out beautiful for the weekend, and then it dropped off cold, but it was still good. Wind blew a little bit, but we had a good time when I went out and shot, and it looks like a whole lot of people got out and shot bows. Stick around to the end so I can talk about the raffle that will be starting soon. So stick around to the end to find out more about the raffle. So who shot this past weekend? Well, let me talk about my weekend. So let's see. I went to two different shoots, so I got to watch a lot of folks shoot this weekend. On Saturday, instead of being at work and, teaching a class or giving lessons or that type of thing, working on bows, I was at the S3DA state championship for outdoor, and I got to watch a lot of great kids do a lot of great shooting. I think it was, I can't remember, 62 or so kids that made it to that event. So that was awesome. But yeah, something like that, 62. But I want to give a shout out to all of those kids who went out there and did that. I know a lot of those kids don't usually shoot an outdoor event. That's not their normal. That's not what they're used to. A lot of those 3D guys that have to do that, not because they really want to, but I think we all had a good time. The shoot ran well. You can actually see those scores on Between Ends. So if you go to betweenends.com and do a search for Georgia outdoor, you can probably find it. And so you can see all the good scores for all the kids that did very awesome. That was on Saturday. Sunday, well, I if you follow me, my personal account, I took my, what are we calling that bow? That bow has no name. I took my test bow. The new black bow is my test bow. I do things to it, go out there and see if it works or doesn't work. That way I can leave my 3D bow alone until I found something that works better. Well, I don't hate to mess, you tinker with a bow and then you can't get it back the way you want to. So I took that bow over to Nock'Em and we shot, and I found some things that I really like on that bow. That I have transferred over into the green bow. Anyway, who shot this past weekend? Well, the IBO Winter Nationals was held, and I don't have any information on scores. I saw a few people that went up and saw they had a good time. So congratulations to whoever went up there and had a good time. The R100 was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday up in Homer, Georgia, and those guys always do a great job, shooting the 100 targets, the North American or the exotic or whatever they call it, targets. Cool, shoot giraffes, dinosaurs, the whole nine yards. They had a 782 archers for the weekend. That's a good turnout. The weather was good, so that's awesome. I'm glad to see that group had a good time. So also Saturday and Sunday, Nock'Em Archery had an ASA qualifier, and they had 52 shoot the qualifier and then 55 shoot for fun. So that's what, 107 total, or some people may have shot for fun, the second person. Anyway, that's a good numbers. Also, the GBAA. There was a lot of things, big things going on for the whole weekend. The GBAA Spring Turkey down at Big Creek, JB, they had 72 shooters, and signed up something like 20 or 25 new GBAA hunting members. You need a hunting membership to shoot the 2 3D tournaments. It's a less expensive membership, but it puts you in the system for the GBAA. And, there's some things there that might come around that'll be great for that. So that's awesome. I do know that on Saturday, the Bullseye Archery had a shoot. I saw some pictures. I shared said some, congratulations to the winners down there. Those guys are getting ready because, this next week is a bigger tournament. And so they all had a chance to get ready for that. Like I mentioned before, the S3DA Outdoor State Championship was held over in Noonan. And they had 36 youth and young adults and 25 junior eagles and eagles. The longest distance was 55 yards, 50 meters. And then the short distance was, I think, 10 meters, if I'm not mistaken. Different age groups and different stuff. And they had a great time. If you want to see pictures of that event, you can go to the www.georgiaarchery.com, hit the photos page and archery photos page, and it's at the top. Shows the winners. I have the podium pictures from the awards, and then pictures that were taken through the weekend. Also, there's a YouTube video up from that's edited, about 6 minutes, quick little thing. Some video of that event, and go check it out on the YouTube channel. But yeah, so the cool part about that event was 36 youth and young adult. So we're all talking about grade-aged kids. So those are high schoolers and some of the middle schoolers, and then junior eagles and eagle. There were 25 of those. And, it's just cool to watch all those young kids growing up and doing this. So that's like 61 shooters for the weekend. So, congratulations there. Congratulations to all the winners. Man, they did a great job. You can see their scores on the, between ends and see, all of and then the podium pictures, you can find those. Congratulations to all the winners. I'll have to say that, my team did very well. Most all of them made top 3. We had all of them in the top 4. So one missed it by 2 points on the podium, but that's what happens sometimes, it's not easy. 72 arrows for the youth and the young adults at 50 meters is not easy, with the wind blowing and so forth and so on. And then, to watch those kids do their thing, it's awesome. So best way to learn for sure. Sunday, like I said, Nock'Em Archery had their second day of the qualifier, and then the Spring Turkey down at Big Creek had their day, and then Reinhardt 100 finished up. So that's who shot this weekend. Did you go one of those places? What did you think about it? I will tell you that's the first time I've been to Nock'Em Archery. Everybody knows. Favorite name of a shoot or a range at this time. That's my favorite name right now, is Nock'Em Archery. Excuse me, had to have a wet my whistle. So I went over there for the first time. He laid it out very nice. I did have, my score does not show how well the bow was holding and how well the bow was shooting. Sight tape was a little off. Like I said, this is an experiment bow, so I haven't put it through its paces yet. And it felt good. The things that I had done to it, thinking that it was going to be better, were better. By the end, I can tell you this, I was 15 down after the first 2 targets. Yes, I missed the second target, and I shot a 5 on the first one. So 15 down after the first 2 targets, I think I did pretty good coming back and cleaning it up after I figured out where the sight tape should be. I just couldn't aim at 12s because I wasn't sure if the sight tape would hit. So I was holding in the middle and just working the shot process to make sure that the bow would hold, and it's definitely doing that. So I know that everybody listens to this podcast on their favorite podcast channel, or they watch it on YouTube and that type of thing. You can always find us on every of the social media, whichever your favorite social media is. And you can always hear these podcasts on your favorite podcast app. And if we're not on that app, send us a message and tell us that, hey, we need to add that. The YouTube channel is blowing up very well. I'm pushing all these out so that they're on the YouTube. So be sure to subscribe. That way I know that people are watching, but go ahead and subscribe so you can get a notification anytime there's something goes out. If there's something you want me to talk about on said podcast, send me an email, info@georgiaarchery.com. Like I said, you can find us on all of the different social media outlets. We're on the Instagrams, the Snappy Chats, the X, the, Facebooks, everywhere. So that's what's going on there, right? you have to get the plug in somewhere. you have to talk about it. But yes, I'll tell you what, subscribing to the YouTube channel, I mean, yes, we have Instagram, TikTok, the whole 9 yards, but subscribing to I'm trying to grow the YouTube channel. So if you know anybody who likes what I do and wants to support me, that's the best way to support me right now. We're trying to get the subscribe up on the YouTube. And then the more that gets on there, the better content that I can build, and the bigger it'll grow too. So, who is shooting this weekend? Does anybody know? Does anybody know who is shooting this weekend? Well, I bet you do, because I bet most of the avid 3D archers are headed down to the Russell County, Alabama, Fort Benning shoot this weekend. Starts tomorrow, goes through Saturday evening. You can watch the shoot down on YouTube, on their Facebook page, and if you are on the Sportsman's channel, make sure that's right, Sportsman's channel, you can see part of it live. Yes, that's where I'll be headed down that way this weekend, and hope to see you there. If you see me, holler out and tell me you like what I do, because I'm just trying to grow this sport. So that's where most people are at. So, of course, it's not that far from Georgia, just across the river, actually. But here's the funny part. Since it's that close, most people don't have something else going on. But I did have a date set on there that Rocky Comfort Bow Hunters is having a shoot on Saturday. You can find that on the calendar on the webpage for more information. But yeah, I hope to see everybody down there at, Uchi Creek, on Fort Benning shoot. It's changed names several times. The Russell County. It's over just outside Phoenix City on the other side. I want to give everybody a friendly reminder, if you're going, all of the times to shoot, I think, are all because Alabama switches, but I think we're all on Eastern. So just remember that if your phone flips over, you can actually do a thing on your phone and set it so that it's definitely won't swap over. So you can set your phone so it doesn't swap over, So let's talk about the raffle. I mentioned it a couple of times. Sponsors. I have some sponsors that have helped me personally. Not so much sponsors of Georgia Archery, but I am Georgia Archery. So if they're sponsoring me, they're sponsoring Georgia Archery also, that have gave me some cool things. So I am working towards getting a raffle going. Help raise some money for let's see if that lets me do this so that I can keep talking, and to go that helps me help grow this. I have a day job, and let's find it. There it is. All right. I have a day job, and it's definitely I'm telling you, whenever I try to do something right here, automatic. It always messes me up. There it is. Let's reset this. All right. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm raffling off. Gas Bowstrings has done something for me that's pretty cool. And I want to be sure that, I want to be sure that, to get this going. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell $20 raffle tickets. And the winner is going to get that set of the Mossy Oak collaboration strings for their bow. One set built for whatever bow you have, preferably a hunting bow probably, but you could definitely put those on any bow that you have. But that is the thing, is it's a Gas Bowstrings. That is the grand prize, is the Gas Bowstrings custom set that's in a collaboration with Mossy Oak. So tickets are $20 a piece. We're going to run this very soon. You'll see more information coming up. There'll be a page. There'll be a link. Buy raffle tickets. You just register online, buy the ticket. What I'm going to do is, after a certain amount of time, probably going to run all of April and promote the heck out of it. But I didn't want to start April 1st because everybody knows that's April Fool's Day. And I don't want to start April Fool's Day. So I'm talking about it now so that people can get ready for the raffle. So that's the top prize right now, is the Mossy Oak strings from Gas. And so as you can see, they're $200 strings if you ordered them. And there's only doing 500 sets. So it's a limited run. So you'll be having one string, a string that's like only 500 are made. So they have graciously left out enough material to build almost any string cable set for bow, so that when I give this away and I figure out we raffle this off and I pull the winner out of the raffle, then I can get your information, send it to them, and they'll send it straight to you, or there'll probably be a code that you'll give them for that set of strings, and you can call and order them directly. Whatever it is, we'll figure that out when we get there, but I just wanted everybody to know that the strings are the main prize. So $20 a ticket, so I hope everybody gets a chance. I mean, you get a $200 set of strings for a $20 ticket. There's also some other things. Some other sponsors have gave me some hats, some keychains, some so forth and so on. So we're going to draw out some other names and give away all the prizes. And then I'll pull the grand prize, and then I'll pull other names. I'm not pulling the other names first, so they're out of the big raffle. I'll pull the first raffle out, and then I'll give the other ones after that. So the main prize, and then we'll draw for the others, so that nobody is stuck with just, well, Darren, you pulled, I won the hat, but I wanted a chance to. No, I'm going to do it the other way. I'm going to pull the big prize first, and then I'm going to pull for all the other, prizes that were a little less, for people to get something. So. But yeah, please keep an eye out for that on the social medias, on the Instagrams, on the Snappy Chats, or wherever that you see fit. I want to make sure that anybody who's going down to, if you see me, holler Georgia Archery. If you post a picture, hashtag Georgia Archery. We are all Georgia Archers. Well, there's people who watch all over the place, but all of the Georgia Archers should hashtag Georgia Archery. And then we can share. If you put your stuff in a reel, we'll probably share it, do it, and so forth. And I hope to see everybody down there this weekend. If you're not going down there this weekend, enjoy your weekend. It looks like it's going to warm on up. It's going to be a pretty weekend. They're talking about 80s, and beautiful. So get out there, teach someone how to shoot a bow. It will last them a lifetime. Until next time, I'm Big John, and we'll see you.